Let's just, dust the cobwebs off this channel, Jesus. Whew, should we begin? Hi guys, it's me, Jay. I know, I'm sorry, I know it's not the perfect one, but you know. So what you're getting now, last week I picked up this little gem. Excuse me while I go and fetch it. Whoop, here it goes. The Trial of a Time Lord box set. Look at it, look at its beauty. It's got little things that shimmer in the light. It's beautiful, it's a lovely box set. And I thought to myself, you know what? I want to review this. I want to actually do some stuff with it because it's an alright series from what I've seen so far. So I thought, you know what, let's do some videos on it. And since I thought, well, I don't exactly do, you know, individual episode reviews on my channel anyway, and this channel is lacking a bit, why not do it on here? There you go, have a look at this. You've got a maximum of 4 videos coming up. Get hypes. So let us begin our journey with episode 1, the mysterious planets. Now we open up with this shot of a space station type thing, and the effects are really good for what I was expecting. I mean, you know, for its era, it looks great, and I don't know why, but it seems very familiar for some reason. Now we open up with the Doctor on trial, because that's the name of the sort of serial, the Trial of a Time Lord. He's a Time Lord, he's on trial. You know, you sort of give what you get. And we're introduced to the Valeyard and the Inquisitor, and I can more or less sum up every single scene in courts with these characters right now. Hey, I'm not supposed to be here, let me go! Shut up, I'm going to kill you! Oi, oi now, settle down, lads, let's hear both sides of the story. I'm sitting on the fence on this one. Now, we don't know much about the Valeyard at this point, but I think it's a bit clear that he's just a bit of a dick. I mean, obviously his character is explained more later, but, you know, it just seems he wants to kill the Doctor. What have you got against him, Valeyard? What's your beef? And I want to give this, like, series praise for its unique ideas, because basically all it is the Doctor watching Doctor Who, which is some meta stuff. What's going to happen now? Like, the Doctor's going to watch this video of me reviewing Doctor Who on a Doctor Who episode where they watch Doctor Who? What?
Reminds me of a wet November back on Earth.
That's probably because it is. I really love this idea. It's just, you know, is this breaking the fourth wall? I mean, just go out and say it. I mean, imagine if I'd done that now. Hey, Doctor, are you sure this is a space station? It looks like the Millennium Centre in Cardiff. And they're walking about discovering things, they're seeing if they're alone or whatever. And we meet these two characters, like something like Sabalom Glitz and Dipper. Dipper? Dipper? And these characters, I know they're supposed to be sort of the comedy relief of this whole episode, but it's hard to take them seriously. And they're believable, their lines are really well performed, but it's just so believable that they're just waffling on casually about this thing, and you're like, there, well, like, what? And this guy, this poor guy, his character is more or less just threatening to kill people, but getting shot down.
I knew once you'd had time to consider...
Be silent, fat one!
Don't I look like a philanthropist?
Well, how do I know? I've never seen one.
A philanthropist, my son, is someone who gives away all their grotzits out of the simple goodness of their heart.
Oh, you mean they're stupid? Oh, yeah, you probably do look like one, then.
Who can say where the road goes?
And I'm going to be honest, I had to spend a while trying to convince myself that Sabalom Glitz wasn't Pete from Gavin and Stacey.
Don't worry, they'll soon be dead. It's just that I wanted the personal pleasure of killing them myself.
I had me bag packed 3 weeks ago, if you remember. But it wasn't me on the doorstep shouting, come back, what about the kids?
We find out that the Marble Arch is underneath Ravolox, and, you know, what's going on there? And I want to say at this point that the sets just look astounding. The way that they've sort of reproduced the London Underground, but made it look like it's in a sort of post-apocalyptic setting is really good. And also, the chemistry between the Doctor and Peri when she's mourning the loss of her planet is brilliant. I love this sort of thing from Doctor and Companions. We sort of had this type of thing with the Doctor and Clara and Hyde, but I don't know, somehow it feels like the Doctor's being more meaningful, and he is honestly coming from the heart in this one. Or the hearts, should I say. He's a Time Lord! And then we get one of many segments where the Doctor interrupts the Doctor Who watching session to complain about how it has no relevance. There's quite a few of these, and you just get used to it after a while.
Why do I have to sit here watching Peri getting upset while two unsavoury adventurers bully a bunch of natives.
Well, I'd enjoy it while you could, mate. I mean, just wait until you have to watch Hellbent. Jesus Christ. It's this point where we meet Katrika, not to be confused with Hurricane Katrina, and the rest of her primitive tribe. Now, I like the way that you've seemingly got two utterly different stories going on in this episode, but they relate to each other really well. I mean, if you gave me futuristic underground post-apocalyptic setting, also going along with a sort of medieval tribe, which is led by Joan Sims, I wouldn't have thought it worked, but this pulls it off really well. And the episode sort of ends with a stoning thing. So, I mean, I take back what I said about the futuristic thing, really. I mean, don't these guys have guns? They have a giant robot sitting in here. Get out of this dodgy cliffhanger by the Doctor using his umbrella, which I really like. I mean, if this was a sonic screwdriver, because, you know, the Sixth Doctor doesn't exactly have one, then it would have just been a cop-out. But it's so utterly simple that it's just brilliant. I love the way that they use that as a sort of Captain America shield. We're then introduced to the giant robot, the Immortal, whose real name is Drathro. Now, I had to, you know, I had to stop myself and say, hang on, is he saying Jethro? Because I honestly thought that he was going on about Jethro from Midnight. Hello, Doctor, my name is Drathro. Hang on, Jethro, what's he doing here? What's he? Get back on Midnight. Get back on Arthur. Go back on Merlin. What are you doing? Get back there. We sort of build up on the character of Merdine in this episode, who seems like a really chill guy. I mean, he does remind me of that one guy from Star Wars, you know, the egg with the sort of headphones, and I honestly thought it was the same actor. It might even be the same actor, I'll have to look that up. But I really like his character. I mean, his performance is a bit monotone and bland, but I think that really complements his character, if you know what I mean. We also get introduced to the Olsen twins in this episode, who is Drathro's assistants, and they don't exactly do much apart from bicker and look pretty. Oh my god, Kim, why are you doing this? I'm smarter than you, Kim. Oh my god, shut up, Chloe. Just cause I have an app, you're getting all jealous on me. And for some series of events which I probably forgot, Perry has been taken to the ancient tribe upstairs, where she has a little confrontation with Joan Simmons. Now, I'm not too sure what Katrina's whole, you know, quarrel with Perry is, but she's sent to get married with loads of husbands. Oh, matron. Now, you know, I'm not king-shaming here, but, you know, you've got to have some level of consent with these marriages. I mean, you know, I enjoy watching Bukkake, but, you know, I don't know if I'd ever partake in it or whatever. And the Doctor finds out that Drathro is lying to keep people underground for some reason, something to do with, like, black matter, energy, something. I don't know, I couldn't exactly keep up, if I'm honest. I mean, I enjoy this episode. I mean, I really like it, but it is a bit hard to follow the actual what's going on. I mean, I don't know if it's because I'm just stupid, but there was a bit of scientific-y things, and it did go a bit quick. Wasn't too sure what was happening most of the time. That's probably just me. We then find out that Merdine is a snake in the grass, and all the tribespeople upstairs used to be downstairs, but he set them free. You slithery snake, Merdine. Go on, you lad. Oh yeah, there's also a service robot which sort of looks like a bootleg Dalek. And everyone runs about until they're trapped in the London Underground by the bootleg Dalek and the tribe, with the cliffhanger saying,
I really think this could be the end.
But you know it's not, because it's episode 2 of 4 episodes, so chances are it's not. Episode 3 really is how I could just sum it up as a giant game of cat and mouse. I mean, not much happens. We also find out that Ravalox is actually Earth, and some Planet of the Apes type thing is getting on, but it's a few light years south of where we are currently, so, you know, there's a big mystery going on there that'll keep me entertained. There's also something's gonna explode on self-destruct, but if it does that, it could end the universe. But Jethro don't care. It's at this point where I really want to compliment the design of Jethro, because I know the design. I've seen some pictures and read some things. It's actually built from hand. It's got joints, moving joints. The way the wrist turns and the arms move, it's beautiful. The little man sitting in there, lovely. I love this design of this robot thing. Basically, the tribespeople think that the bootleg Dalek is the Immortal, and they destroy that in a long, complicated scene of events. And they think, yeah, these castles are for the taking. Let's go and do it. And after looking about for a bit, they find Jethro.
The Immortal is dead, and we shall plunder his castle.
Who kills him in the classic 70s, 80s effects way of Doctor Who? And it's like, oh, look at that, it's nice and charming, nice little charming effect. Oh, God! Oh, Jesus Christ! Honestly, That is going to give me nightmares for quite a while. There's also another character which I forgot to mention, which is Balazar, who is sort of a goose fetish man. I mean, he really likes the Canadian goose. He loves them. He loves a bit of Canadian geese. He's more or less an expert on Canadian geese. He helps Dibber and Babel and Perry go along the food hatch, and then this happens. Like, you know, what is this? Nickelodeon? What's going on? But basically, the Doctor stops everything in a sort of scientific-y, move the wires about, press a few buttons ways, and that basically destroys the castle, and Drathro just collapses and has some sort of Windows Movie Maker effects going on, which is really nice. I really love the effects of him. I mean, I'm not too sure what he's doing, but it looks great. And the Doctor leaves to start everyone to start a new life up on above, because that's what they deserve, and he's a good man. And we end with the Doctor saying, "Oi, mate, don't see what a good job I've done. I saved the universe and also gave these people freedom. Give me this." And then the Valeyard is like, "Oh, mate, shut up." Also, something what I want to mention, throughout this episode, the Doctor gives the Valeyard all these type of nicknames.
Scrapyard, the boatyard, the graveyard.
Doctor, calm down, Doctor. We're not in primary school. But all in all, I really like the Mysterious Planet. It is probably, as an opening to the series, a really nice thing. It establishes the sort of series arc in a brilliant way, with also a wonderful and charming way of counteracting two stories which you think probably couldn't coincide, mash them together in a brilliant way. It's got superb characters, great backstories, great development, great deaths, great everything. It's just great. I really like it. The design of the sets are brilliant. The design of the robots are brilliant. The design of the costumes are brilliant. The chemistry between the Doctor and Perry is brilliant. And with all the sort of episodes from the 6th and 7th Doctor's era, they're an easy target to make fun of. But that's why I love them so much. Also, get Drathro to return. His robot, his design, I'd love to see him come back in the new thing with all his twisty wrist arms and his sort of hammerhead head. Really great thing. That's my little summary of the first sort of segment of the Trial of the Time Lord series. Join me next time for part 2, where we are looking into the Mind Warp. And I know what you're going to say. Jay, this isn't really just a review, is it? This is more just taking the piss out of it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But I'm not meaning malice. I'm loving this series so far, and the more that I get of it, the more it is. Nothing's harmful. I love it. It's a good one. Should I give it a star rating? I'll give it that out of 5. So yeah, that's that. Great.